it's completely stuck in there. It just doesn't want to close. Hi everyone and welcome to this new fun video. In this video I will try to make a super cute corset with one of my custom designs in one day. Well, there's a little bit of a twist to it because I'm actually cheating a little bit. Today I'm gonna first prep the pattern and also the fabric, because since I want to work with a custom fabric with drawings I made myself, I can't really do that in one day. So I kind of have to order the fabric first and then later on I'll make the corset in one day, or at least try to, because backstory, I don't really know how to sew. I'm very bad at sewing, and also maybe later this year I want to start sewing classes so that I actually know what I'm doing because I really have a love-hate relationship with my sewing machine. I much more prefer sewing by hand. For example, this corset that I made about a year ago or longer than a year ago, I sewed by hand and it turned out so good. First, I'm gonna start with looking up the corset pattern I can use. Evert sent me a TikTok before where you can make your own custom corset. So I'll look into that link that he sent to me. Yeah, he also gets like sewing and crochet content recommended because I sent him so much myself. And then of course I also need to design the actual fabric. I already have the drawings made in Procreate, but I need to make a little pattern that I can use for the fabric. I made a little mock-up of how I would like the corset to look like, kind of course. And also for the fabric I have like a little booklet of swatches for the fabric that I would like to use, which is very handy because then I can kind of feel the fabric and see which type I would like to use eventually for the corset. And since you all know I love gingham so much, I bought this secondhand at the thrift store. It costed €4.50 and I think I'll be using this. As you can see on my mock-up that I made, I also included a gingham fabric, but it was green, but I think I'll use this orange now that I have it, so that I don't need to buy another fabric and spend even more money on this project, because I feel like the custom fabric will already be quite pricey. I have ordered custom fabric from the site I'm using before. I'll leave the site in the subtitles, and I've actually been quite happy with it. The only downside was that I put it in my washing machine and then it had like a stripe where it was folded, but maybe that was my mistake of, I think I've put it in the washing machine folded and then it left like a mark. So let's go! Okay guys, I'm on Etsy because on the TikTok website that I mentioned I didn't find a pattern for a corset that I wanted, but I found this on Etsy and I quite like it. It is a lot more different compared to my mock-up that I made, because like I can still add some bows here if I want to, and at the bottom and at the top there were some frillies which I really liked, but I think this will be a lot easier. Also the bottom, I watched the YouTube video and the bottom had bias tape, which I'm not seeing on this image, so I'm actually thinking the person that made this pattern maybe took this image and then just copied the pattern maybe. I'm not sure though, I don't want to like blame them without knowing for sure, but their pattern had bias tape at the bottom, so I guess I'm gonna buy this pattern. And I also really like how they did it on this picture, so I can use my fake tattoo flash sheet print on the front, and then on the side and the back I can use my gingham fabric. So I think I'm gonna order this pattern. Okay guys, the measurements are really strange, like I don't know which size I am, to be honest. I'm thinking L. Okay, I also just noticed that the original image shown on the Etsy picture wasn't according to this pattern. Maybe I should have watched some reviews, which I actually never do, which is kind of stupid of me. I guess it's fine. So I just went into Procreate and experimented a little bit. I don't know if I like the white sparkles though, but I feel like otherwise there will just be holes. But I want this fabric a lot bigger than how you're seeing it now. My phone keeps adjusting the brightness. So I'm gonna import this onto my computer and see how big I want it and then order the fabric. I think I know which fabric I want. I think I'm gonna go with this fabric because it looks a lot like the fabric that I thrifted. So I think I'm gonna go with this one depending on the price, if it's not too expensive. I removed the sparkles and filled up the pattern a little bit more. This is supposed to be 1 meter to 156. So I'm gonna order this. This is about 20 euros, which is kind of cheap, but it also needs shipping. So I'm gonna order this now, and then it should arrive in about 1.5 weeks apparently.
Several days later.
While one of my videos, my YouTube videos, is rendering, I was thinking I could unbox my custom fabric because it just arrived. So I'm gonna show it to you. And I'm a little bit stressed because I really want the colors to match with this fabric that I thrifted and I also want to use. So let's unbox this little package from Cotton Bee. It also arrived quite quickly in my opinion. Oh my god, it looks so cute. The quality is so nice. It is beautiful. And I feel like it does match quite nicely together. I just washed my fabric and the only thing that annoys me is this. Somehow I didn't notice. But it's still kind of fine though. I really like the pattern. The only thing I would change is this. But yeah, now I'm letting it dry. So guys, today is a day that I will do the corset in one day. I'm very stressed. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to do this in one day, because I know I will want to do everything at the same time that way. And I might mess up some things. I think the only thing I'm the most nervous about are the grommets. But that's the last step, so I guess you'll see. I might change into something more comfortable because I just put this on for some pictures, but these sleeves keep going upwards and it's kind of annoying to wear. So I might slip into something more comfortable just to do like the sewing process. But let's get into making the corset. I first need to adjust the paper pattern a little bit. Then I'm gonna cut out all the pieces and start sewing, and I'll show a little montage now. I'm trying to film in my kitchen and I'm now wearing the corset. I think it's fine, but maybe my straps need to be a little bit shorter. Maybe this could be a little bit tighter as well. I'm also gonna cut off this part because it's hemmed and I might be able to use it as to make some bows if I feel like it at the end, to add some bows, but I'll see how I feel. Tell me you have a cat without telling me you have a cat. I just threaded my machine with this orange color. It's such a big mess here in the kitchen already because I'm using a lot of materials, of course, and I think I'm gonna try to use it on this scrap yarn, scrap fabric. I'm so used to working with yarn instead of fabric. Because I don't know if my needle that's in the machine isn't too like big, because I use the last time I used my machine was for a project that had very thick fabric. So I'm gonna see if it works, and also I have no idea anymore how to use these settings. I'm just gonna try maybe, I don't know, I have no idea. I'm just trying something out now. So let's try to sew on this fabric. Okay, it's already getting stuck, which is great, of course. No, it's completely stuck in there. I don't really know how to say this, but I changed the needle. I followed the tutorial to insert the bobbin. I tried different settings on my machine and I really don't know what I am doing wrong. So I'm actually thinking to maybe hand sew everything, but how? That's not gonna happen in one day. It's already almost 2 p.m. so now I'm actually almost sure that I won't be able to finish it in one day, but I think I'll have to use hand sewing because my machine is just not working and I'm not experienced enough to know how to fix this at all. So I think I'm just gonna hand sew it and hope for the best. I bought this little wrap the other day, so this is gonna be my lunch, but I also have some leftovers from yesterday, but I'm probably gonna eat that as dinner. I just started hand sewing. I'm gonna have to do all these seams. Like, there's so much sewing to do, although it's like kind of a small garment. And lately, when I have been stressed for something, it has 100% been reasonable for me to be stressed, because a few days ago I wanted to record with my OBS and it also stressed me out. And my recording totally failed. That was for the previous video. And then now I was scared to use my sewing machine and it also doesn't work. So it must be a sign that my stress is useful, although like it's never really that useful. The top, like my bust area, needs to be a little bit tighter, and maybe also the straps, because they're kind of falling off right now. Yeah. I am pressing the seams, you guys. Am I a professional sewer now, because I have never done this before? I'm now gonna attach the outer layer with the facing. I have been sewing for about 2.5 hours now, so both the facing and the outer layer have took me 2 hours so far, which is it's alright, it's not too bad. My makeup looks so bad already because it's getting a bit later in the evening. It's about 6:30 now or later. I have this, it looks very good in my opinion. Well, there are a few things that look a bit bad, but you have to look up very close. Especially like the sleeves aren't that precise, but it's fine. This is the front, this is the back, it's fully lined. I would definitely like to top stitch all of this, but since I don't have that much time left for today and I actually want to finish it in one day, I think I'm gonna do that another day. So the only things left to do are some boning and the bias tape on the bottom, and then I'll do the eyelets. I said grommets, but is it grommets or eyelets, or is that the same? I have no idea. I'm using these Ziploc, is it called Ziploc thingies? I have no idea what it is. I just sewed some channels and it looks absolutely horrendous. I don't even know how late it is at this point, but I only need to... I just made the sides, the ends of this a little bit rounded so that they don't destroy my fabric, and then you can just insert it. Okay guys, you can see how bad the lighting is, which means that it's evening now. It's past 9 p.m. I think, but now I'm gonna take a break to eat some leftovers from yesterday. It looks kind of disgusting, but it's moussaka and it's very good. I'm gonna eat it now, and then the only thing left to do is the eyelets, and then I can show you the reveal. The eyelets don't want to work. I think I'm lacking something to make this closed up. I have tried everything. It just doesn't want to close. It's 10 p.m. now and you're probably thinking, whoa, maybe you should stop working on this corset, but no, I decided to sew the eyelets by hand, so this is gonna take another century for me. Well, the first one kind of went quickly, and there are 9 more to go, so let's go, you guys. Guys, I'm filming this outro with our horrible lighting. I have like a light here, but it's like way too bright to shine directly on me. Yeah, so it's too small. I shouldn't have made the chest area this small because I can barely breathe, which means that I probably won't be able to wear this corset. I'm like out of breath just wearing it, which makes me very sad because it did take me 10 or 11 hours to make, not including all the preparations on the previous days. But I really hope you enjoyed this wild journey. Please engage with this video, and I do other crafts, mostly crochet and like other crafty type of illustration stuff. I do all kinds of stuff on this YouTube channel. But it turned out really cute. I think it looks very cute on its own, but not really in a practical way. Like, I'm not gonna wear this to like my job or like a family gathering because my boobs are like almost bursting out. But yeah, I hope at least the YouTube video does well, and I do have some leftover fabric, so maybe in the future I can make something with that since I'll be following sewing classes in a few months. I really hope my sewing machine will work then, because oh my god, I can't believe I made this all in one day by hand. That's just insane to me. But yeah, I'll see you in next week's video. I hope you have a good day or night. Bye bye!